By January of 2024, Caseoh was averaging over 50,000 concurrent viewers every single night, making him the #3 ranked streamer on all of Twitch.
Crazy.
Like, my mind is weird.
Hi, welcome back to the castle. We will watch something today where I'm really curious because of the title. The title is The Last Honest Streamer. And it's about Caseoh. And I wonder what we will learn there, because he do be quite of an inspiration in many things. So yeah, let's see what we can find out about him. And maybe learn, hopefully, in the best case, or have at least some giggles because he's a funny guy. Let's go! Alright, here's the video. The maker of it is called Golf Cart. The link is down in the description if you want to support them or check the original content, whatever. You have the option to do so. Let's see what he has to say about Caseoh.
For whatever reason, the internet loves the spectacle. The bigger it is, the louder it is. The more expensive it looks, the better it performs. Look at
I hate this, by the way. I don't know. I watched like 3 Mr. Beast videos. And yes, they're entertaining. Yes, I can understand why people like it, but for me, it's just too much. It's just that.
the top of Twitch right now. It's flooded with million-dollar mansions, celebrity subathons, streamers buying their 10th dream car. Everything seems to be built around the question, how much money can we burn on camera?
Boy.
And then there's this guy.
He is so sweet.
Caseoh is interesting, because on paper, he's doing almost everything wrong. His production quality is kind of garbage.
Caseoh, where did he come from? 200,000 viewers playing Fall Guys yesterday.
Why is he upset though, Ludwig? Why is he? Why are you
wasn't
upset?
even zoomed in or cropped.
His setup isn't designed to be some massive content machine. Half the time he's live, he's playing some random game most people have never even heard of.
Your costume sucks, kid.
I mean, when your entire job is getting people to watch you, you don't turn down a Mr. Beast video. But Caseoh did.
Caseoh did not respond to my message.
Yeah, because he doesn't have to.
Somehow, despite
How does it feel being ignored?
doing the opposite of what the internet tells creators they're supposed to do, he's still one of the biggest streamers on the planet. How does that happen?
I really
the
like
honest
that.
answer is that none of this should have worked, because Caseoh's had the odds stacked against him since day one. Case Baker grew up in rural Arkansas. His hometown has a population just over 1,500.
I love the music. It's very funky.
It's the kind of place where a new Walmart makes the front page, and where the churches outnumber the stoplights. Towns like that don't have a lot going on.
Wow, look at that
as a
bridge.
quiet kid, Case did what quiet kids in quiet towns have always done. He disappeared into a screen, and this
I feel him so much. I got so addicted to playing MMOs after I discovered what Guild Wars is. Was hooked. Was an addiction for 15 years, and now I'm clean.
Case of PlayStation, Call of Duty on repeat. And when YouTube started blowing up in the early 2010s, he was right there watching Nate Shot and the Optic guys build something that didn't exist a decade earlier. He watched gaming turn from a thing you did after school into an actual career.
Well, how does this sound?
With the esports, yeah.
Making a living and even a small fortune just playing video games.
The biggest names were clearing their parents.
I mean, you're not just playing video games. This is not just playing video games. This is like being competitive with it. It's a little different. Okay.
Annual salaries in a single weekend. And after watching that, it became Case's dream job.
$400. Jeez.
The problem was he knew the odds, especially in his situation. His Wi-Fi was barely good enough to even watch YouTube. Uploading to it or streaming on Twitch, forget it. So he buried it. He graduated high school, bounced between jobs, often working 2 at a time, just to keep the lights on. For 6 years. 6 years of clocking in somewhere he didn't want to be. 6 years of watching other guys his age blow up online doing the exact same thing he'd given up on. By the end of it, Case was broke, burnout. He was one bad week away from walking into a recruiter's office and signing up for the military.
Oh no. He was very desperate.
Then his mom stepped in, and she asked him the question that changed everything.
Okay.
Why not take a real shot at the whole streaming thing? What's the worst that happens?
Oh my, what a giga chat, mom.
Now, streaming is one of the most competitive jobs on the planet.
Yeah.
And if you're like Case, trying to pursue it full time, you need to understand. There's levels to this.
Yeah. it comes with a lot of hardships. We will not compare jobs. Every job has its hardships and benefits and struggles and everything. This is not a question, you know, so we will not focus on that. It comes with its hardships, and that's it.
Level 1, you can quit your job. Level 2, you're living large. And at level 3, you're the top 1% of the top 1%.
I'm still below level 1. I'm working on it though. It's going really well, actually.
Now, there's no direct translation from Twitch viewers to money. So for the sake of the example, we're going to say you reach level 1 at around 100 viewers. Once you're there, you can take the leap to streaming full time, which getting there sounds totally reasonable. It's not. Somehow convincing 100 people to watch you live is brutal. In the past year, 18...
And then also to keep them and like stay interesting, basically, is really, really difficult.
0.4 million people opened up Twitch and broadcasted live on the platform. I want you to guess how many of them actually made it to level 1. Seriously, throw a number out there.
Not many.
The answer is 165,536. That's less than 1%. For every person who gets to level 1, there's 100 that don't. Every big streamer you see.
That's crazy. That you have to, like, if you make it, 100 people cannot have, or like cannot make it, or do not make it in comparison. It's so crazy.
Today spent days, weeks, if not months streaming to an audience of 0. I mean, take Jinxie for example. He streamed to just 5 viewers for a year and a half before he ever made it.
5 viewers? He's grinding!
And I'm throwing all of these numbers at you for a reason, because without them, you wouldn't understand how truly insane what happens next is. Okay, so hate to interrupt myself here, but let's say you're like Caseoh and don't love your day job. Maybe you're not all that interested in streaming, but you've got a business idea and just don't know where to actually start. Well, let me tell you about WAP.
Yeah, placement.
WAP is the world's largest...
I will let it run for supporting the creator because it is really well made so far, so we're gonna just watch it. I will drink tea in the meantime to keep my throat moisturized, you know? So let's just get over it.
Internet market. It's where you go to create, connect, and transact all in one place. Coaching, paid communities, clothing brands, software, whatever it is, WAP handles the entire back end for you. Pay-ins, payouts, all of it. The scale is wild. Over 18 million people are on the platform, and businesses on WAP are pulling in more than $3 billion a year. You've got thousands of solopreneurs running right next to major brands like Caseoh, 11 Labs, and Polymarket. And here's the kicker that gets me. WAP Treasury actually pays you 6% on every dollar your business earns on the platform. Your money's working while you're working. So if you're stuck in a job you hate, go to wap.com to start your business today.
Because in like 24 hours.
Please research what else you have to do to start a business. Every country is a bit different, and some are a bit harder than others. Just don't go right there, but if you want to, you can check it out. Just saying that.
Hours, y'all took me from nothing to...
Oh, true. This is like, I think, where he blowed up with clips of it, if I remember correctly, because we watched a little bit of a Caseoh timeline already.
To crazy.
You see, Caseoh hit level 1 in the first hour of his first ever stream, and he didn't just
because he produced a lot of content before that.
Get lucky.
Hey, y'all came through deep from the top, man.
In the days before he went live for the first time, Caseoh was already laying the groundwork. He spent days filming and editing clips of him playing NBA 2K23. And on September 10th, 2022, he uploaded 22 videos to TikTok. The next morning, he woke up to over 10,000 followers, and the comment section flooded with one question. So that night, he went live for the first time, and the floodgates opened.
When I look down, I see
and then it is way easier than doing so.
126 viewers, bro. I cannot believe it.
From that day on, he followed the same routine. Clock into the 9 to 5, hit the second job, cut a few lawns, then come home and stream until he couldn't keep his eyes open.
I don't want to go sleep, man. I don't want to go to work, man.
Oh.
I want another build, dog. All I want to do is make builds and play 2K forever.
No.
Why do I gotta go work?
After each stream, he'd find the best moments, clip them, and fire them back onto TikTok. The loop fed itself. Inside a week, he'd blown past 100,000 TikTok followers. Every stream was pulling 500 plus concurrent viewers.
So fast. It's really crazy. But he deserves it. He put in work, and he's not coming from a like high, how do I say that? I can really relate to him because he also was struggling in life a lot. So I can really relate to him, and also like the desire to just do what you love. So yeah, this is something I can really well relate to.
You said call the boss quit.
I mean, who doesn't,
Dude,
right? So many
the number
do.
that actually mattered, he was making more money streaming at night than he was at his day job.
And then he
Y'all
can
really
quit.
just donated more than I make in a week in one night. Bruh.
But Caseoh kept his head on straight. What shows up overnight can also disappear overnight. So before he quit his day job, he needed proof that this wasn't a fluke. So he made a deal with his chat. Hit 5,000 Twitch subs, and he'd quit his job.
This a day we're gonna remember forever, you feel me? This a day we gonna remember forever.
Aww.
You know I love y'all, man. Thank you, bro. It's all y'all, you feel me? Thank you, man. Full-time Caseoh in the building, and I'm laying in their mouth, too.
Within just a few weeks, it was a done deal. Case's fan base was
That's so crazy.
new, but dedicated. And they wanted to see him pursue this thing full-time.
Like I said, I've been dreaming of wanting to, you know, be a streamer, a content creator since I was 13 years old. I finally took the leap, bro.
It's never too late. See, he wanted this as a kid. I want to make the video a little louder. He wanted this as being a kid, and even though he graduated, did work some jobs and stuff, like he has an understanding for the average person. So struggling with work, being a little bit unhappy, just clocking in into your day job and stuff like that. So he has a lot of story to tell as well, and people can really see themselves in him a little bit, and then that plays a huge part why he doesn't need so much production, because he is so humble, so open, selfless.
I finally took the leap, and y'all came through for you, boy. For real, y'all came through crazy.
That's so
Now,
sweet.
it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows from here. His internet was still garbage, like genuinely bad. Streams would lag or even just end because the connection bottomed out.
Oh, look at, oh my god. And I thought mine is so bad. Wait, this is the download? Okay.
See what I deal with.
And when you're trying to build an
Horrible.
audience, that's the kiss of death. If your stream ends, they move on to the next. Eventually, numbers started slipping. For a couple months, it looked like maybe the whole thing was a fluke. Maybe the bubble had already popped.
You know, I seen the numbers when I very first started. You know, the hype was there because I first blew up. Had like 800 viewers every night. Then y'all seen it dip to like, you know, 100, 150.
That's scary, especially if you want to quit your job.
I was like, I gotta do something different or it's gonna go under.
Then he picked up a different game, Hogwarts Legacy. It was kind of a weird choice. It had a totally different audience from the 2K crowd he'd built, but he streamed it anyway, clipped a moment, and posted it to TikTok.
Went well, hopefully.
Look, I see the sun peeking through the window a little bit. Sleep schedule gone now. Gotta make Hufflepuff proud, though. Hey, it is what it is.
That one video alone pulled in over 18 million views. Just like that, he's back. Viewership climbs to 600.
Yeah, that is like something. This is, I'm not perfect at this, but and this is something a lot of people like struggle with, is like consistency. And because let's say you're like working on a clip, for example, or on a video, and it takes like a long time, and you have a lot of expectations into the video, and then it's just not going well, and you're very disappointed and crushed. If you had this one chance, if you, for example, in terms of shorts, if you make them a little bit less, like if you lower the production value a little bit, right? So it doesn't take so long, but you have, let's say in a week, 5 shorts or something instead of 1, you have 5 tickets for the lottery already. So this is like a thing that you have to pay off, or like find a balance for yourself. And a lot of people just want to make like the perfect short, basically, but forget that it can go so bad. And so having a few more tickets or a few more shorts that are a little bit like 80% production value or even 70% production value is still better than just one with 100 or 90 or something like that.
Keeps climbing, month after month.
Crazy.
Every week, another
Look
clip
at him
going
go
viral.
again.
Another wave of new viewers funneling straight to the stream. The snowball was rolling again. By May 2023, Caseoh was averaging over 2,500 viewers, a legitimate name in streaming culture.
If you don't know who he is, you gotta be living under a rock.
And this is level 2. At level 2, you're starting to live large. You're in big boy money territory. At this point, you're not going to bed afraid the whole thing vanishes overnight.
Yeah. And this like level 1 is already really hard for so many people. And then getting to level 2, where you don't have to be scared every month if you can earn enough, that is so much freedom.
With over 2,500 average viewers, Caseoh was sitting somewhere just inside the top 1,000 streamers on Twitch. Incredible by any measure, but remember, Twitch is stacked top heavy. And when I say top heavy, I mean it.
Yeah.
At any given moment, there are about 3 million users on Twitch watching content. When you break down the viewer distribution by channel rank, the picture gets pretty clear. Out of the millions of channels on the platform, the top 250 pull over half the viewership. That's the difference between level 2 and level 3. While it seems like the easiest jump on the ladder here, it's actually the most difficult. There's a specific blueprint nearly every streamer has followed to make this jump. Here, I'll break it down.
Okay, let's see what we can learn here.
Down for you. What you're looking at right now is 5 of the biggest streamers on the planet, each at the moment they were at.
I know Speed. I don't know any other. Speed is over here. This is the only person I know.
Averaging exactly 2,500 viewers. Pay attention to the setups. None of them are exciting. The rooms are pretty basic, the camera quality kinda sucks. There's no production value. They look like what they are. Just guys streaming from their bedrooms. Now fast forward to when those same streamers are pulling 10,000 viewers a night. Everything's changed. The lighting's dialed in. The cameras are crisp. The rooms look intentional. This is the blueprint kicking in. And it all starts with one realization. At this level, streaming isn't just
Think like a business. Streaming isn't just a job. Monetize attention. Track what works.
a job anymore. It's a business. And like a business, the goal is to make as much money as possible. The internet, for whatever reason, craves a spectacle. And the spectacle game is pretty easy to play. You've kind of just got to spend money to make money. The setup is just the start. Next comes the move to LA. Buy the mansion, drop the I just bought my dream car video.
I think if I ever... So my community knows me really well. I think if I ever say, hey, I bought this Porsche, they would say, Lina, are you completely mad? Because I always say I don't want a car. They would be like, Lina, are you completely nuts? What happened to you? Are you real? Where's the real Lina? What did you do to her? Because I would be so out of me, basically.
A dozen editors to pump out clips around the clock. By the time you're clearing 50,000 viewers, it turns into an optimization race. Every stream, every upload, every second of content is engineered to milk the cash cow. The longer you stay on the top, the more efficient it becomes. And weirdly, the more the internet praises you for it. But the spectacle only works if people are still looking. Relevancy is the whole game. The second your numbers dip,
Stay relevant. Podcast circuits, streamer events, be in the conversation.
the money goes with it. So you're forced to stay visible. You hit the podcast circuit, impulsive on Monday and blank on Thursday. You show up to every mainstream streamer event. You become a permanent fixture in the conversation because the conversation is the product. And the fastest way to stay in the
It's so... Just thinking about it, that this would be like in the requirement stresses me out. I don't want any of this.
Conversation is to stand next to someone bigger than you. Take those same 5 streamers and pull up their biggest streams of all time. Ninja, Fortnite with Drake, Hayden Ross, the Donald Trump interview, Kai Cenat, the LeBron stream that pulled over 1 million concurrent viewers.
Holy.
That's the blueprint. I'm not necessarily saying it's bulletproof or guaranteed, but it's the safe route. Every streamer who's made it to the top 250 has run some version of that exact playbook based on constant evolution. But Caseoh ignored this approach altogether. His strategy is quite literally the opposite in just about every possible sense.
He just stays himself, basically, I hope.
The last time we talked about Caseoh, he was fresh off of Hogwarts, averaging 2,500 viewers. So let's run that same comparison from earlier and fast forward to when he's at 10,000.
Okay.
Not much has changed. I mean, sure, he did buy a new house, but he moved from a trap
I hope he got better internet. Did he get better internet now?
house to a trailer just across town. Either way, at the end of the day, his computer monitor is still being held up with a vacuum cleaner.
Super successful streamer, by the way. Caseoh, you are absolutely crazy in a good way.
If I don't have the vacuum cleaner holding up the back of the monitor, it'll fall over. And then back here are my PCs.
He also has multiple, okay.
They're being held up by books as well.
Okay, my guy, you need a proper table at least.
The camera quality seems to somehow have gotten worse.
Chat, my stream quality is actually so crispy. It looks like it's in 4K.
Since Hogwarts,
4K,
he's continued to stream 4 to 6 nights a week. Same time, same chat, rotating through whatever random games he feels like. Supermarket Simulator, Granny, Dress to Impress.
What is this?
That looks really crazy. What is that?
Why is it on my front page?
I'm so confused.
Games a normal person wouldn't think to stream. But then you watch for 5 minutes and you start to get it.
This is the funniest dude on the internet right now.
Just plays the most random
everything.
Caseoh, where did he come from? 200,000 viewers playing Fall Guys yesterday.
Because the game isn't the point. The chat isn't there for the games.
No,
They're there to watch
they're
him
there for him. And this is why I like him so much too.
fall out of his chair for the 10th time this month and narrate it like he's describing a car accident.
Yo, that almost killed me. Oh!
Yo! Okay.
Chat! The chair is dead, dude!
To watch him get jump scared by a horror game and
the horror game killed the chair, oh my lord.
Scream at a volume that blows out the mic. And that's why it worked. By January of 2024, Caseoh was averaging over 50,000 concurrent viewers every single night, making him the #3 ranked streamer on all of Twitch.
Crazy.
Like, my mind is weird. Like,
yeah, this is the thing. Our brains are not made for this. I mean, he definitely is very happy because he made it. He fulfilled his dream since he was little, right? But I'm pretty sure he's very, very overwhelmed by so many things.
In my mind, I still don't have the thought of like, I still made it. Yeah, because in my mind, I feel like if I have that thought and tell myself that I made it, you don't want to get like lazy. Yeah. It's going to go downhill.
There you go. There is the imposter syndrome. If like, this is part of it. Like, if you just, this is the thing. I am very proud of myself, right? With the progress, for example, that I had, like just from a different perspective. I'm very proud, but if someone else says that they're proud of me, how far I came, I'm denying everything because I can acknowledge it because it's like in secret, so nobody knows. I mean, no, you know, but that's not the point. But when someone else acknowledges it, I'm denying everything because then I'm scared that it will be taken away for some reason. It is completely unreasonable, but it's there. It's so weird.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
By every metric.
And I'm not even where he is. I'm not even at level 1 yet, and I already have this.
The industry actually uses, Caseoh is underperforming. He's leaving growth on the table at every possible turn. He doesn't invest in new setups, he doesn't upgrade his gear, and has no real plan to optimize himself. Every analyst will tell you he could be twice the size he is if he just ran the playbook like everyone else.
Yeah, but then he would not be himself anymore. And I think this is something that we really need nowadays.
And honestly, they're probably right. But here's the thing. Caseoh never looked at any of that and felt like he was losing something. Buying a house in the hills, pulling up in a supercar, collecting all the things that say you've made it. None of that ever seemed to be important to him. And there's nothing wrong
because it's not important.
With wanting those things. A lot of creators go in with exactly that goal in mind. But Caseoh sits in this rare category of someone who actually reached the I made it moment and genuinely doesn't want it.
It was never about like being huge, just like, because it didn't matter the money. You know, I just wanted to do what I loved for a living. Yeah. I could be, you know, pinching pennies to make it, but as long as I get to stream every day instead of go to work, I feel
this so much. Yeah,
I'm cool with that. Yeah.
But to be clear, it's not like he's allergic.
I also always like say I don't want to be super rich or anything. I don't need a mansion. I don't need all these things. I just want to pay my normal bills that I have. To not have to work retail anymore. Then I'm already at the maximum where I wanted to be, basically. And like visit my family 2 times per year, which is a little bit more, a little cherry on top then. But yeah, it was never the goal to buy a Porsche because I don't want, who freaking needs a Porsche? I don't need that. But just like being able to be full-time here at home and do what I love and support my community and make them laugh and make the days a bit more brighter. I'm tearing up. Let's just keep watching the video.
To money. He's the #3 streamer on Twitch. The guy is doing just fine. But there's a difference between making money and squeezing every last cent out of your audience. He's never done any kind of subathon. He doesn't say yes to every brand that comes knocking, and he doesn't manufacture.
I feel so, I can relate to him so much. It's crazy. I denied 2 sponsorships already because I don't like the service or the product. Why should I like advertise something that I don't like? I don't see the point.
drama to give the numbers a little bump. The way he sees it, you can't leave money on the table if it was never what you sat down for.
Some of my most favorite jobs I ever had were the jobs where I was making pennies. Yo, I'm not even finna lie to y'all. I think y'all just donated more than my week's paycheck in one night.
Oh my
I'm talking about sitting in the parking lot of the dollar store, having to call my mom, be like, hey, can you spot me $50 for food for the rest of the week? But you know what? I was happy. Like, if I could turn this into something and just be able to do this with y'all every day, that'd be a dream come true. Yeah, I was broke, but it was all right because the job was cool. Dude, I'm not worried about Twitch ad.
He's so cute.
I would rather people have a good viewing experience than make an extra, you know, whatever a month.
Yeah.
So that's the money half of the blueprint. The mansion, the supercar, the optimization strategy. But the blueprint isn't only about money.
No.
The other half of the blueprint is relevancy.
Okay.
The streaming world has a short memory. And the way you fight that is by staying in the conversation. Podcasts, events, collabs, it all comes down to the same idea. Stand next to someone bigger than you, and you get to share some of their spotlight.
Yeah.
Well, if you thought he was underperforming on the money side of the blueprint, just listen to this. In 3 years as one of the biggest streamers on the planet, he's done exactly one traditional collab. Jinxie.
What's the furthest you've ever traveled?
Florida.
I really like the interview with Lina. That was cool.
And that was one time to go to Jinxie's house.
It was kind of funny.
And that collab is almost word for word the only existing footage of...
Wait, I don't see... My phone is in the way. Hold on. With the interview with Lina, I found it so funny. Like, he has so much camera, you know? You see that? He has so... But he's like here. I love this.
To go to Jinxie's house.
And that collab is almost word for word the only existing footage of Caseoh outside of his own house.
Okay.
My friend brought this up yesterday to
Oh,
me when we were
job.
chilling. He said it's crazy that Jinxie has the only recorded footage of me outside of my own stream setup. Like, he is the only one that's got me out of my room.
Matter of fact,
Crazy. What is the superpower?
it was the first time he'd ever left the state he was born in.
So this is the first time you've ever been out of like
Oh.
Florida, or out of Arkansas.
I mean, that's understandable because with which money should he travel somewhere, right? Before streaming?
It's just, I don't know, I'll be getting homesick. I get away from home for too long. I'm just, I don't know.
I feel him so bad. Man, someday maybe I have a chance to just talk to him and be like, we have so many things in common. I love my home. I love being here.
Over the last 3 years, Caseoh has won 5 different awards.
Oh
And
my
the
Lord.
streamer award goes to...
Did he even go there?
Caseoh.
Did he get him out of the apartment?
He hasn't shown up to a single one in person.
Okay. He didn't even go.
Mr. Beast tweeted you? Oh yeah, I talked to him, yeah. I can't even go on a Mr. Beast video due to fear of airplanes.
Oh, because okay. He's scared of fly. I mean, it's really terrifying. I don't trust those metal birds either.
Ain't that bad, chat?
According to the blueprint, all of those things just
I
come
don't
with the
trust them
territory of
either.
being in the top 1%. But Caseoh is avoiding all of it. And when you stack it all up, not going to award shows, turning down the collabs, even the fact that he's only left the state of Arkansas once, you start to wonder if there's more to it than just not caring.
I mean, it's understandable if he's too scared to fly, and if it's by car too long. I can understand why he doesn't do it.
Chat, I didn't tell y'all this, bro.
Yeah.
When I was changing setups to go from the trap house into the trailer, I was literally a mental wreck for like a week straight.
No.
Because I don't know if anybody else has this, but dude, I have like some form of horrific OCD that I've had for years, that if something even minor changes, I'm gonna die.
You see, OCD is one of the most misunderstood conditions out there. People hear the word and picture someone who just likes things clean and organized.
It is so many other things though.
And while that can be a part of it, that's not exactly what it is.
Yeah.
At its core, OCD is anxiety. For Caseoh, moving into a new house meant moving into an environment that was full of variables his brain hadn't had the chance to map out yet.
Like when I take my hat off and put it on the counter, same spot every night. If it goes in a different spot, I'm dead.
Everything becomes unpredictable. And for someone with OCD, an unpredictable environment is one thing that can't be controlled. Each unknown
very understandable that he struggles with so many things then.
Stacks on top of the last until his brain is sent into overdrive.
Chad, here's some lore for you. Every time I would leave to work in the morning, I would go outside my house and I would have to check that my doorknob was locked 37 times. I would have to start my drive to work, take a block back around to my house and check it another 11 times. And then I could go to work.
Oh no.
Which explains why his setup has barely changed over the years. It's one of the places where his brain already knows the answers to all the questions.
And then he can calm down properly. That is very understandable then, that he doesn't want to change anything.
It's his rules at his pace, all in an environment that makes him most comfortable.
Yeah.
But that need for predictability doesn't stay contained to his house. It follows him everywhere.
I went out in public 3 times in a row. I got recognized all 3 times. I never went outside again, bro.
That is the other thing. This is something that makes me happy, like being a VTuber and never show my face. And for someday when we will like have meet and greets maybe in the future, not in the near future, calm down. But I already have like an artist who's making specific mesh masks basically, which are also glasses friendly. And I will make I will order a custom made one just for like those kind of conventions. So face, never, forget about it.
Like some people, bro, came up like, hey, yo, can I get a picture? Everybody started looking. I'm like, oh man, dude, I was about to pass out, man.
Outside of that room, he controls nothing. Who's around him, how they got there, whether someone grabs his shoulder before he sees it coming. None of it is up to him.
I don't go out in public. I don't. Never.
When he's at home, it's easier to manage because, well, he's in his own house. But in public, there's no way to make the unknown stop. It's not only uncomfortable, but also insanely overwhelming.
You would have a better chance.
Yeah, and if you're like really sensitive to it with like OCD and who knows, then it is like a whole stressful experience to even go to the grocery store. I bet he's also ordering everything that it gets delivered to his house so he doesn't have to go out probably.
Of actually winning the Powerball lottery than ever seeing me in public. That's how rare it is. No joke.
The blueprint says the path forward revolves around a constant state of evolution. The more you change, the newer things are, the more excited people are to watch. But for Caseoh, that path has never really been accessible the same way it is for everyone else.
Yeah, understandable.
And yet, here he is.
So inspiring, look.
Say it ain't so.
Crazy.
This is a moment in history? No, this is a moment
Crazy.
in history.
Behind everything, the awards, the numbers, the journey from a rice mill to the number 3 spot on Twitch. Almost nothing has actually changed.
What is this download?
You definitely gonna do this full time? Hey, I hope so, CJ. That'd be a dream come true for you, boy, man. Maybe my parents don't have to work no more either. That'd be a dream come true too, bro.
He's been grounded in the fact that streaming was never about being the very best. It was always about building a life worth living, for himself and for the people he loves.
Wait, Mom, we're about to hit 10 million. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Oh my goodness.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. We're about to hit 10 million!
Crazy.
No way we're actually about to hit it.
Oh, the mom was there too, look.
We hit 10 million, baby! Let's go! 10 million on YouTube!
Don't forget, his mom was the one saying, hey, maybe just pick it up again? Maybe let's try it again? I'm crying.
His mom was there before any of this made sense.
She brought me some balloons.
So cute.
Yo! She brought me some balloons.
Whoa.
You can't see it.
Look at him. Cool.
Before all of the awards and money, before tens of thousands of people were waiting for him to go live, she was
there,
the only one who pushed him to try streaming in the first place.
That's a damn diamond play button!
Oh my god, I never saw one. Oh my lord. I never saw one before.
You've had this? What? It wouldn't be possible without y'all,
Cool.
Chad. You know who else
Look
it
at
wouldn't be
this
possible
thing.
without? my mom. Come stand in front of the camera.
No.
Look at that.
Oh, so cute.
And his dad, the man who spent his whole life doing the kind of work nobody claps for.
My dad, for example, like, dude, his whole life just working. He's had multiple back surgeries, multiple wrist surgeries, multiple foot surgeries, all from just working his whole life.
The man he watched and worked alongside with do it with no complaints.
I worked with my dad, and we were both maintenance men. Maintenance ain't easy work. You know, you're crawling under sinks, you're changing faucets, you're crawling up in attics, you know, all that, just nasty.
The same man that taught him how to work was eventually the one
also very complaining customers and stuff like that. It's crazy what service people, like every type of service you do for others, how people just shit on you basically, and it's so bad. Like, you already have a difficult job, just let them work in peace at least.
Who told him to quit his regular job and do what he loved.
I remember the night we hit 5,000. I was like, all right, tomorrow I'm gonna call my boss.
Okay.
I remember I got him to call because I was scared. Like, hey, boss, you know, I'm playing video games for a living. But it'd sound better coming from my dad because, you know, my dad was essentially like his right-hand man. But yeah.
So when streaming became a reality, he made sure that the two people who spent their lives building him up never had to work again.
What has been like the most fulfilling thing that you've run into in your career?
Just that everybody gets to chill and
Yeah.
they have to get away from the jobs they hated and everything like that, and we can all just chill and do this. That's the best thing. I was gonna say they're retired because they do it because, you know, they don't want to just chill and do nothing. They do a lot of stuff for me. Like my dad, if I need something to go get or something, he goes and gets it. My mom handles all the.
They are helping him with the house and like normal living things, so he doesn't have to leave. Okay, that is nice though.
The background, like all
they're so close together. It really warms my heart.
If you ask Case, that's the whole story right there. In a world where overnight success has a way of quietly hollowing people out, Caseoh never let any of it change him.
The only thing I want to be is a place for people to go for 4 hours a night, forget about life, you know, crack some jokes, you know, have a good time, and just chill out.
And that's why this story isn't over. Caseoh has already crossed the line that mattered the most. He turned his dream into real life. He helped his family stop working. He became the place he always wanted to be for others.
That's cool.
So whatever happens next is just the icing on the cake.
I hope he will stay like that, and I'm pretty sure he will. That was a really nice and informative video about him. It was so well made, but also showing the hardships of him as well. It made me really tear up. I'm so sorry. It was so sweet to see. But yeah, he definitely is an inspiration for, and he should be an inspiration for so many people. He should be. Many should learn from him. And it's not about the cars, it's not about houses, it's not about anything materialistic. It's about what you do to others and how you help them having a good time for a couple hours of their day. Even if it's 10 minutes, who cares? Right? But yeah, I will try to get my face in order. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. I really, really liked it. It just showed me a little bit that I'm probably on the right track. That's also what I learned from it. I'm not acknowledging anything. I still have imposter syndrome. Don't. But yeah, that was really, really nice video. I'm glad I watched it. So I will get my face back in, and I will see you on the next one. Have a good day. Bye bye.